Welcome to Business Line's State of the Economy podcast, where you'll find insight, analysis, and the story behind the numbers.
Hello and welcome to Business Line's State of the Economy podcast. I am your host, Sanjana, the publication's tech reporter. In an era where customer expectations are evolving rapidly, the concept of adaptive retail is reshaping how we approach shopping. This may mean integrating the best elements of e-commerce with the traditional in-store experience, all enhanced by artificial intelligence. For today's episode, we have on board Akhil Vishwanatham, who is the Vice President of International Technology at Walmart Global Tech. Akhil will guide us through how Walmart engineers leverage AI and how adaptive retail is defining the future of shopping. Thank you for joining us, Akhil.
Hey Sanjana, great to be here.
Hi. So maybe you could get started by telling us about Walmart's adaptive retail provisions and give us some use cases.
Absolutely. As you would know, right? And as would our listeners, the retail landscape itself has been changing rapidly in the last couple of decades, and more so in the last 5 years or so. And nowadays, it's all about personalized experiences across both the offline and the online worlds. While omnichannel retail itself has been around for decades, this new type of retail, adaptive retail, as you also mentioned, takes it a step further, right? It's retail that is not only for e-commerce or in-store, but it's actually a single unified retail experience that seamlessly blends the best aspects of all the channels. And this creates personal shopping experiences across these channels like we've never seen before. Now, let's just look at it, right? I mean, you take something that is great in e-commerce, like no waiting lines, easy to search, find a great assortment, large assortment, and from the comfort of wherever you are, you'd be at home, at work, on your way to work, and then you'll be able to shop. And at the same time, you'll be able to get personalized recommendations based on what you've bought in the past, or maybe what your family and friends are buying for, or what even your community is buying for. Now, just imagine taking all of these great things from e-commerce and putting it in the store, or the other way around. Take some of the experiences from the store, which are great, like physically trying on something, or the support that you get in the store with the associates around. And if you want to find something, somebody helps you find it, or even tells you something about those products. Now, if just imagine those things being available on the e-commerce side of it, right? Wouldn't that be amazing? And that is what we're calling adaptive retail. So what have we done? We've gone to the customers like we always do. We've taken feedback from the customers and saying what is it that they like the most from these channels, and then we try to recreate these experiences across the different channels and make it work. And you also asked for some use cases. I mean, some really interesting ones that we worked on are like Scan and Go. And Scan and Go itself has been available in our stores for some time, but what we have done is we've expanded on it. We've said that, hey, the customers can scan something, put it in their basket, pay using the app, and then walk out of the stores automatically without stopping for anything. Or even something like shopping with friends. Now, you can try virtual outfits online and then be able to share it with your friends and family and ask them to comment on it. And then based on the recommendation, you can make a buy. It's almost as good as being in a store with everybody, right? And then, of course, the same thing, what we've done for the stores, it's available for specs, it's available for various different products. Augmented reality is something that is available. Smart cards are something that is coming into the store, which will give you recommendations, so on and so forth. But basically a large number of very, very interesting use cases that we are enabling using adaptive retail right now.
Okay, that's interesting. And how are Walmart engineers using automation and AI to enhance customer-centric shopping experiences?
Well, we've been using AI and automation for a very, very long time. I mean, at the size of Walmart, AI and automation has been super key for us to scale and grow. And we've embedded this across all of our retail journey, from AI-powered inventory management to even an autonomous scrubber. We use AI in almost every part of our business and our retail journey. So imagine just you walk into a store and you don't find something that you're looking for. You walk to an associate, the associate says, yeah, it's not in our store, but he or she will be able to find if that item is there anywhere in our network. It could be in a DC, it could be an FC, it could be a store across the country, and they'll be able to find it and even get it delivered for you. So AI helps us to do that very well. And even, for example, if you order something online and if we run out of stock by the time we pick it for you, and our AI models will actually suggest a substitution based on hundreds of variables. They'll come in and say that, this is the next best thing that we have. Would you want to buy this instead of what you really wanted? And then we also have robotics, ML, image recognition in our DCs and FCs to increase our pick rates, facilitate last mile delivery. We help ensure that customers are able to find what they want. And what I was mentioning earlier on scrubbers, we've got autonomous scrubbers in our Sam's Club in the US, in all of our clubs. And basically what these scrubbers do is, apart from scrubbing the floor, which they're very, very good at, they also scan the inventory, which is sitting on the shelves. So they're able to give us product insights like, hey, are the products in the right place? Are they compliant with our planograms? What are the stock levels? Should we replenish them? Or even if the pricing is correct, do we have the right price for the right item set up on the aisle? Right? All of these things really help. All these models really help us serve our customers really well. But at the same time, it's not just our customers, right? We are also serving or helping our associates serve our customers. We've got something called as a WizPick. Now that's an augmented reality based inventory management process in which an associate using a smartphone can basically look at the back room and find out where the inventory is. And that makes their job so much easier to figure out, hey, where is the actual inventory put up? Can I go just pick it up and stock it in the shelves instead of scanning through hundreds and thousands of items that we have in a back room? Or even something like a sidekick, which helps our managers and supervisors find out who's the right associate to pick up a specific task and automatically allocates the task to. So what we're doing with these models is that we are helping both our customers and associates at the same time, and we're helping our associates focus on the customers and make their life a lot easier.
Can you also elaborate on how, Walmart in-home replenishment and Gen AI-powered search and how they are improving customer engagement for Walmart?
No, absolutely, right. I mean, these are some of the most interesting things that we're working on right now. And we've got great feedback from our customers for these at this point of time. So in-home replenishment works very simple, right? You would have done a lot of shopping. And you buy something similar every month. It could be a grocery shopping. In the beginning of a month, you go in and say that, hey, these are all the grocery items that I want to buy. And every time you go, you find the item added to the cart. Now, what if the cart is already built for you based on what you've already bought in the last few months or forever with us? And then all you have to do is look at the cart and say, you know what, I don't want this item this month, or I want something else to be added this month. I want to try something else. Now, this is what we do automatically. In-home replenishment, basically, we build the cart for you based on what you've done in the past. And we can even help schedule a delivery for you. We can get it delivered to your house, to your doorstep, to the garage, or even put it in your refrigerator if required, right? So we help our customers save time and ensure that they get everything that they wanted for, even if they forget it, right? We tell them, you bought this before, do you want to buy it again? And the best part about it is the customers have complete control on what they want. They look at the cart and then they decide whether they want it, and then they decide when they want it and how they want it delivered. So that's in-home replenishment. Now, the other one that you spoke about in terms of search, now search is key, right? I mean, search is the most important thing that we do in terms of finding an item and then buying it. So, and Gen AI is obviously been helping us quite a bit, or what we've been doing a lot of experiments using Gen AI. The most recent one that we've kind of launched is enabling an experience for our customer. And it's basically like our customers can search for something in the natural language. We'll just say that, hey, you know what, I'm going to have a cricket watch party or a football watch party, and I'm going to have 5 friends come over. Can you suggest what I need to buy? And the Gen AI search will actually take this, interpret it, saying that, hey, you're having a party with 5 or 6 people. Typically, a football watch party in the US people have these things. These are the products that they buy, and it builds a result for you across all categories. It doesn't just get you, say, cans of Coke, or and then tells you, okay, now you have to go buy chips, or now you've got to go buy something else. But it actually gives you a search result which has all of these across categories, and you will be able to just add them to the cart and buy. So we're using Gen AI to help our customers shop experiences and not just specific products. And we follow the MISI model, right? Mutually exclusive, collectively exhaustive principle that creates a comprehensive product offering, and it covers all possible needs without gaps. And then, of course, to refine these results, we also we consider what the customer already actually buys from us, the previous history, the location that they are in, is the inventory available, or even some aspects of what events are running in and around their location to be able to say that, hey, these are the items that you might want to buy for. So that's what we're doing on search using Gen AI.
Okay, interesting. Also, how does Walmart integrate e-commerce advantages into their physical stores? And what challenges did you face in implementing AI-driven solutions for adaptive retail?
Well, of course, the whole concept of adaptive retail is to create experiences of e-com into stores and stores into e-com that we're building. And for some of the things that we've actually tried out in the stores, and it's working pretty well. In one of our formats in Mexico is a kiosk. Now, a kiosk is a computer terminal that we've kept in the stores for all of our customers who are not part of the banking ecosystem, and so they don't have an opportunity to buy online. So they can walk into a store, buy whatever they see in the aisle, and pick it up directly from the store. But at the same time, if they want to buy something which is not in the store, but it's available on the e-com, they can actually go to this kiosk, order something that will get delivered to their home or maybe even to the store, and they can pay at the point of sale and walk out. Earlier, this experience was not available for them because they might not have a debit card, credit card, or any other means of paying online. But when they walk into the store, they have access to not just the store assortment, but they also have access to the extended aisle or the online assortment, and then they can just continue paying like they've done before. So that's an experience which has got us a lot of traction in Mexico. And then there is Scan and Go itself, which I've mentioned earlier. Scan and Go has been a great experience for our customers who walk in, who just scan with the app on their phone, add the items to the cart and walk out. And earlier they just used to get it checked at the exit gate. But now using computer vision and AI, we've been able to, and of course multiple cameras at the exit, we've been able to capture what are the items in the carts and extract the data from that, match the items in the cart to that of the receipt automatically, and send a notification to our associates saying that, hey, we're all good, and the customer can actually walk out of the door immediately without waiting in any kind of a queue, right? So these are a couple of things that we have done at the store level itself, which has been very, very productive for us. But at the same time, to your second question on what are the challenges? We faced a lot of challenges and we continue to face it, but it's also because we're trying to bring in two different experiences together. And this is also humans in the mix with customers and associates. So one is adoption. We need to ensure that the customers and the associates adopt it, that these models or experiences are something that they find useful. And when they find it useful, they'll need to adopt it. But we also need to understand that not every customer's needs are the same, or not every associate or that experience is the same. So we need to build in the flexibility that is required for us for these models to get adopted and used by our customers and associates. So we take a lot of feedback continuously. We retrain our models, continuously train our models, make them better, and ensure that we get the best for our associates and for our customers. And the second thing that we face, which we face all the time, is because of our scale, is how do these models actually scale to the size that we need of 10,000 stores around the world and millions of customers who will be shopping online at any point of time for us. So for us, it's about training, it's about adoption, it's about ensuring that we continuously improve on our models and obviously scale to the needs of the size of Walmart itself.
And how does Walmart balance between using AI, for personalization purposes, all the while respecting customer privacy and data security?
Yeah, I mean, see, privacy, data security are super important topics, and we ensure that it is at the top of everything that we do. It's one of the most important things that we focus on. We have our own responsible AI pledge, right? And our pledge has been designed around 6 commitments: transparency, security, privacy, fairness, accountability, and customer centricity. We are very committed to ensure that we are transparent in telling our stakeholders, customers, associates, the world as a whole, saying how are we going to use AI, where is it that we are using AI, where is the data coming from, what data we use. So that's at the top of what we focused on. Security is super important, and security measures, we are obviously at the cutting edge of what is required to keep our data secure and also data private. Fairness is very important, and the world is speaking about it. We work very hard to remove bias from our AI models, and we do regular evaluations to ensure that we're taking care of this. And we're accountable for everybody who works on these models, and we hold ourselves at a very high level of accountability for it. And the focus on customer is always key to this, right? So our focus on customer centricity, our focus on privacy and data security for the customers is very, very high right now.
Thank you so much for the great conversation, Akhil. Thank you so much for joining us today. And with that, we come to the end of today's episode.
Thank you, Sanjana.